Yo,
What's
yo,
going
what's up,
on?
my brother?
What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to another off the wall episode of the lounge.
Yeah, no
Uh,
doubt, man, no doubt. How you doing, man?
Man, I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. Went and got me something I hadn't had in a minute. I went and
What
got
was
me
that?
some of this legend right here.
Oh hell,
I ain't had
you
some
you
legend,
coming out with the big dogs, huh?
so I had to go and grab me a bottle real quick. So
Shoot. So I'm I've been doing beer lately, man. So I'm doing Heineken today.
Heine?
I got Heine, man. I and it's funny because I hadn't had one in a while. I've been drinking Dos Equis and Yinglings a lot, but I had a
Yeah.
taste for some Heineken today.
You had a taste with some bread. That's all that shit is bread.
That's what it is, man. But it's the good stuff, bro. It's the good stuff, man. Look, man, you been doing okay today? Because I know you was on the job, man. I think I'm the only person that ain't been going to work.
You probably are the only person that ain't been going to work. I mean, but
Yeah,
today was a day.
yeah. You got
Mm.
anything you want to get off your chest before we get started?
Let's get this toast first, and then
It's on you.
we'll get to that. So this toast goes out to people who respect other people in the area. You'll see why I say that.
Oh shit.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. So everybody that are joining us, welcome to the lounge. Look, we do this every Wednesday now at 7:30 while my daughter's in volleyball season. We'll go back to our regular schedule Tuesday. But we'll leave that up to y'all because if y'all like us better on Wednesday, then we'll stay on Wednesday. But this is where we smoke, sip, and fellowship. We have real conversations over cigars. Today, I am wearing cheat code, Ray. I'm wearing cheat code. This is a
Cheat
new
code. Talk
T-shirt.
about it.
Cheat code. So it's a new brand started by one of the local lounge owners, WNBA alum, Edwina Brown. She's the owner of Blowing Smoke Cigar Lounge here in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. She's on the south side of Dallas. Amazing lounge, my home lounge actually, and so I'm wearing one of her shirts, man. I purchased it at Blowing Smoke Fest this weekend, which was an amazing event. She did with Definition Cigars, Luciano Cigars. We had Luciano Morales in the building. We had the Definition crew, the good guys in the building. And it was just an amazing event, man. So I purchased one of the shirts. Love it. It says cheat code though, and she's an athlete, and like I said, so you guys can check out her website. I'll put it in the comments because I can't remember. She's got blowingsmoke.com, but I think this one's Coach EB Apparel is what it's on. I have to look it up and see what the deal is. But hey, we want to support our girl over at Blowing Smoke Cigar Lounges. For those of y'all, she has a great selection. Go online and order some cigars from her. But we need to support her as much as we can. She supports everybody in the DFW, man, and that's why I wanted to make sure I wore this shirt tonight on the lounge and talk
We
about it. I was
always
gonna try,
do.
I was gonna try to call her and get her to come on with us for a few minutes because Tuesday nights is her. That's one of her live nights at the
And we
lounge.
can
They
do it
doing
on Wednesdays
karaoke.
now. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah. You know
You know
what?
what? We gonna
I,
start doing. We gotta start doing our business spotlights again. We gotta start doing that again. Um.
Yeah, I tell you
So
what, I forgot that it's Wednesday night, man. Look, we got people in the lounge. Charlie Boo 729. Do me a favor and call up Adwina and tell her to come jump on the lounge real quick. Or somebody, Sooty girl, hit her up and tell her we'd love to have her come jump
yeah,
on the lounge and
yeah.
uh and talk
Come on.
about her new apparel, man. Dude, I was forgetting that this ain't Tuesday night, so she not doing karaoke tonight.
Right.
So somebody get in touch with Edwina and let her know to
Charlie say she got it.
all right. And she needs to send Ray a come in there and Ray will send her the how can she get the code to jump on with us, Ray? Go to the
I
It's
sent
the
it to
Lounge
her.
page. Yeah, we'll send her the code and she can jump in. What's up, Marquise, man? Marquise Evans, man, my homeboy New cigar lounge coming to the DFW, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Roanoke, Texas. J Merrill Cigars, man. And I'm not gonna say too much about them right now, but look out tomorrow. I'm
If
gonna post
if he
the
wanna
ad.
if he wanna come on and talk about it, he can do that.
Yeah, I tell you what, Marquise, man. Hey, go to It's the Lounge page, and Ray can send you the link. You come on and man, let's talk about the new lounge, man. Maybe this is one of those days we need to. This needs to be like a support lounge show instead of us doing what we regularly do. Maybe we can support some brands today, bro.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So, and Marquise, if you are free, I don't know if you out there at the spot, but if you free, come on. Shawan, same thing, man. Heart of Alliance Cigars coming up on your 2 year anniversary. Just released a new 2 year cigar. Hey, man, jump in here with us, man. Let's talk tonight, y'all. Let's have some community conversation tonight about the cigar community.
Let's do that.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll send it to her. Felicia got a Duena, and well, everybody got a Duena. She said, give her 5 minutes. She gonna come on. So we got to send her the link, man. It's
Which
probably
page? Which page you want me to send it to?
a one of y'all let us know which page we need to send it to. Do we send it to Coach EB, or do we send it to Blowing Smoke Cigar Lounge? So um, yeah, let's find it out. Hey, send Marquise Evans, Marquise 1126 Evans,
You
the link too.
okay? Hold on.
Yeah, we
You
get him
gotta
in here.
send. You gotta send it because he don't follow me.
Oh, okay. Marquise, I need you to go in there and follow Ray True Life too, man. Everybody that's on here, look, we gonna change it up tonight. We going off script, man. This is a night where we sit down and support some of the different people that the lounges that we frequent and the people in the community that support us, man. It's a good idea. Shawan, we need you too, my brother. And also, what you call it, started a new group too, Cigar Sophistication. Vicky Minaj started a new group this week, Cigar Sophistication, I believe that's what that is. So if she's still on here, I saw her in a minute ago, maybe she can join us as well and we can talk about her group and what she's got going on. So let's see here. Marquise, I'm gonna send you that link. Let's
Well,
see. Did you put it in the lounge page, Ray?
no, I'm about to go do that right now.
Put it in there and then I can send it.
I sent it to
Since
you.
he's smoking is in here. Yeah, you text it to my phone though, bro. My phone is up here for the you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
All right. So check the lounge broadcast channel. You check the
All
lounge
right. I'm
broadcast channel, and the link will be in there. Um. So let me also go back and send it again. Boom.
Marquise, I just sent you the link.
Okay. There we go. Now, the last the memory say Shawan is driving right now. So
Oh,
so
okay.
first and foremost, man, I gotta go on and do something.
Get it off your chest.
So, man, I done said it before. I'ma say it again. I'm tired of people using speakerphone in public.
They was doing that on the bus today.
Oh man, and it's crazy because I say, hey, turn that off or put on some headphones, please. And I'm looking in the mirror and I know who it is because they do this every time.
Coach EB. Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening to you, bro.
They lift their head up every single and they look right at me and they go. But not only people on the bus, people be walking through the grocery store, people walking everywhere with music playing on their phone and they walk around holding it like this, holding it to the side of their head to hear the music, or they having a full blown conversation on speakerphone and then get mad when everybody looking at them like they stepped in shit. Like, stop doing that. Don't
Yeah,
nobody
that's
want to
that's
hear
pretty
that.
hood. That's pretty hood.
Oh, geez. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
I really don't have anything to get off my chest today, man.
So why
It was
come
a
when I
great
got
day.
something to get off my chest, you don't have nothing to get off your chest?
You know what? I tell you what, it's nothing that I want to really get off my chest, but I could acknowledge, that in our culture, we just lost over the last 48 hours two major icons in our culture.
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
do that. 2 days ago, of course, we lost James Earl Jones, critically acclaimed actor, Broadway, film, actor. Man, he was the voice of Darth Vader in Star Wars, the original Star Wars. Man, I mean, his list of accomplishments and movies, dude, we couldn't even go down the list right now. First of all, some of these movies, like you weren't even alive when the first Star Wars came out.
what?
No, you weren't alive when the first
What?
Star Wars came
When did
out,
it
bro.
come out? When did it come
It
out?
came out in like 1977.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it
I
did.
don't like
I'm
Star
telling you, you
Wars.
weren't alive when it came out.
I don't like Star Wars no way. So
Yeah, Roots. I mean, well, the Alex Haley story. He's played in everything, man. Like everything that you could imagine. But 1977, I don't think you was alive yet. You might have been like on your way or something. Like,
I don't care. I
yeah,
don't like
yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars.
yeah. But
But
yeah, man. So
I know James King Joffrey Jofar.
yeah, there you go. For the younger folks that would know him from Coming to America, he was King Joffrey Jafar, and just an amazing actor. And as of yesterday, we lost a musical icon. We lost Frankie Beverly, the lead singer for Maze, and I mean the come on, like the music, the journey of this man. He was always somebody that I wanted to talk to on Conversations with Chevalier. I thought one day I was gonna get big enough to talk to him real fast, man. And I didn't get big fast enough to get to him, but hey, man, a lot of younger people became familiar with Maze going to the Essence Festival in New Orleans because he was a staple. Maze is a staple at the
Yeah,
Essence Festival. So
every year.
we every year,
But
and
wait, but here's the thing, man. My issue with that. I mean, I understand. People you know care that Frankie Beverly's gone, but they was dragging Frankie through the dirt for the last 2 years because that man was doing what he loved.
yeah, they were saying he was too old to perform, but
Right.
man, that was
Leave it. Look,
leave
this
it
the thing.
alone, man. They should have
Yes,
been giving him his flowers. Them same people, some
give
of them
that man
crying. On,
his
dude, you
flowers.
should have seen some of my posts today. People crying on the thing, and a lot of people had a genuine love for Frankie Beverly, man.
I see
And
all in the
how could
green
you
room.
not? With songs like I Want to Thank You, Golden Time of the Day. He has so much music, man. He made so many contributions supporting young artists coming up. I mean, he was an amazing brother, man. And, he's going to definitely be missed. So if I had to get anything off my chest, man, it's just, I want to offer my condolences to the family of those two iconic men. And man, just pray for their families and let's just lift them up, man. Let's continue to keep their names in our mouths. Let's celebrate the accomplishments of the past. Let's play the music. Let's look at the movies. Let's continue to support some people that gave their whole lives entertaining us. So that's all I got, really.
Did you send in EB the link?
Yeah, I just sent it to her. I just
Okay,
sent it to her.
okay. You
So
gotta
she
click
should.
that link because we on StreamYard.
Yeah, we're on StreamYard EB. So I just sent it to you. I sent the link in your inbox on Instagram. And you click that link and type your name in there, and Ray can bring you on. It won't bring you on live through Instagram, but it's in your inbox for Coach EB.
All right. So, boom. What's going on, Mr. Evans?
What's
Hi,
going on,
fellas.
Marquise?
Uh-oh.
Sound like he must be at the
Technical
lounge. That look
technical
like
difficulty.
yeah, he freezing up on us.
Yeah.
But for those of you all don't know this brother Marquise Evans, man, he's a young guy in the cigar culture, very
You
knowledgeable,
you
and
freezing up
he's
on us, man.
I'm freezing up.
No, I was talking in the green
Oh,
room.
okay.
EB
Yeah,
say send it again. She don't
all
have the link.
right. All right, I'm sending it right now.
Okay, now
Ray, am I,
we got some movement. We got some movement now.
what's going on?
He trying to do. He can't
Yeah,
do
I'm,
two
I'm, I'm
things at a
sending the
time.
link. I can't do 5 or 6 things. I want to introduce this young brother, man, Marquise Evans. Got to know him about a year or so ago, man. Interesting young brother. Lot of knowledge. He's a young wealth of knowledge in the cigar culture, the cigar community. And he's gonna be opening up a new lounge in Roanoke, Texas, here in the next couple of weeks. So, without further ado, Marquise, talk about it, man. Let's go.
Oh damn!
He froze up again.
What a time to freeze up.
What a time to freeze up, man.
Oh man, we'll try again.
What a time to
Try
freeze
again.
up.
We'll try again. Okay, you're moving now. All
All
right,
right.
there you go.
All right. Sorry about that. So, J. Merrill Cigars here in Roanoke, Texas. J. Merrill Cigar Lounge got a beautiful thing going on. Wanted to bring something that was new to this area and bring kind of the cigar experience, right? Everybody can kind of put together a lounge and, it has its core group of people, but I wanted to bring kind of the experience of what a cigar lounge should truly be. Intermingling with other people, not just having your own clique that you sit in the corner with and talk to and go through kind of your regular day-to-day actions or whatnot. Bringing somebody like a janitor and a CEO in the same room and having something that they can come together and talk about and fellowship together, right? And that was
Exactly.
kind of the whole idea and premise, and started out playing it, about a year ago, and it's, taken off from here. The response from everybody has literally been just great and just crazy as far as the Roanoke, South Lake, Keller, um, North Lake. Like, the response has just been crazy. I mean, I want to say at least 6 to 8 times a day, somebody comes in and is like, man, y'all aren't open yet. We're almost there. We are almost there.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man. You got a comment in here, man. I already say you better have a good hamster running that internet in that new lounge. You got to get that hamster.
Hey,
You got to
hey,
feed that little hamster.
hey, I had to go give it another shot of bourbon. It's all right now.
Okay, we
We
good
rolling
now.
now.
We
Yeah,
good
I had to go give it
now.
another shot of bourbon. It's all good.
So what's some of the things that's gonna set your lounge apart from
Um,
some of the other
so
lounges?
we've got very, very interesting concept, right? So we have an open concept private and public lounge, right? Most of the time you see these private lounges where these members sit and it's kind of tucked away and secluded away from everybody else. We'll still give you that same sense of privacy, but it's got kind of an open door feel, so they can allow others to kind of see in there, but you still have your seclusion and privacy, so that you can have those intimate conversations, whether it be, over a business transaction or a business meeting, or whether it's just a group of friends enjoying the football game.
Okay,
I mean,
that's what's up.
between the the private lounge, we have 5 TVs in the private lounge. We have 3 TVs in the public lounge. One of them being a featured 85 or 80-inch TV in the public lounge. Doorway to this beautiful patio that I'm sitting on right now, right? That seats about 60, 70 people out here. I mean, all in all, just the artwork, the aesthetics of it, right? We're featuring, obviously, or clearly, we got some of the most famous cigar smokers over time, right? Sammy Davis Jr., and so a bunch of others that'll be listed and painted, murals painted on the wall, so you can kind of see and know those people and ask questions. We have a beautiful humidor, 21 feet long, 10 feet wide, with an 11-foot ceiling, wrapped in cedar, full glass, so you can see through either way. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to be featured about this lounge that just will set it apart and give you the full experience.
When is it open? Well, you be able to give us a tour soon, like, or we gotta wait, hold off on that.
I think my boy's already ready. You welcome. Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah, I
man. All you
already
got to do.
been there.
Yeah,
I
he
done
already
been
been
there
there.
already. I done
Yeah,
Okay,
been
he
there. I
already.
done seen
okay.
it from
I'll
inception.
be I'll be out there. I'll be out there.
I'm waiting.
Oh right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yo,
is that a Edwina?
yes
Yo,
it is.
Edwina.
Listen, only y'all can make me do this.
I know.
I promise you, it is my day off. Only y'all can make me do this.
And we love you too.
We
Yeah,
love you too. You
take
know
me
we
as
love
I
you.
am. Take me as I am.
Right on.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey,
What
Nothing
up?
look,
much, man. We having
we
a supportive Wednesday, a supportive show today. That's what we doing today.
Okay.
yeah, we just brought Marquise in and he's telling us about the new lounge, J Merrill Cigars in Roanoke that's opening up in the next couple of weeks. You know, it's gonna be something special. I had a chance to tour it a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
They were putting the walls in, and I got out there. Hey, Marquise, is there anything special? Like, are y'all carrying any specific accessories or anything out
Oh
there that
yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah,
need to
yeah,
know
yeah.
about?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We have custom humidors from Chevalier Life himself. Will be featured in there. We're gonna do a partnership and be able to get that out there, and allow us to support him and partner with him to bring these beautiful masterpieces of humidors together so people can have them in their homes. Definitely.
That's what's up. Pew, 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 pew. Finally,
Yeah, man.
finally getting your stuff in the lounge. Finally.
Yeah. We gonna make something happen out there. It's a unique concept. What they're doing out there is it's like a food hall. You
Yep.
know, when you walk in the door out there, there's a whole food hall. But I think how many restaurants is in there? Like,
Oh man, right now we've got, let's see, one, two, three. There's four. The West African lady just got her place certifications going through today. She's getting all of her equipment in, getting the customer service kind of inspection going on as well. So she's got her data and everything coming in. She's got her menu up, and that'll be going live here hopefully the end of this month. Really, the Dominican restaurant's been going great. The Foodery and Kids Cake has been going really good over here. People have been really loving that. Hey, Ray,
What up?
we got bourbon cupcakes, bro. Yeah.
yeah, so you know he gonna be sucking the ice into a straw. He gonna be trying to suck ice
Yeah.
into a straw in there like a little kid, little cake. He
Yeah.
gonna, you know.
This is our little boundary box.
Oh, man.
So we also got Edwina Brown here. She is the owner of Blowing Smoke Cigar Lounge in Lancaster, Texas. It's a stone's throw south of Dallas on Highway 35. Look, she is WNBA alum. She is cigar aficionada. She is all around good
Woo!
girl, and she just started a new brand called Cheat Code. I got my shirt. I got mine at Blowing Smoke at the Blowing Smoke Festival this weekend, man. If you guys missed it, you missed a hell of a time. But don't worry, it'll be back next year. So let's all support Blowing Smoke, Coach EB, what she's got going on. We had Luciano Morales, Ron Harper. We had the definition. We had the good guys. We had Jay out there. We had everybody there. You know, it was amazing. And so we want to continue to support that. But Edwina wanted you to come on and kind of talk about what you got going on at the lounge, and of course talk about my new dope ass T-shirt that I
Yeah, you
got.
look nice
I
in it.
need
You look
I need
nice in
one of
it.
those. I
I
need one of
got
Hey,
you.
those.
Just shoot me a
hey,
DM. Shoot me a DM. I got you.
Yeah, I need the cheat
Um,
code too.
so at the lounge, like you said, we just had Blowing Smoke Fest. It's something that we'd like to do annually. This was the second one. I added a second day. So last year we just did Saturday, the festival. So this year I added a Friday, which was an industry dinner, is what I called it, open to the public. But it was like cigars and conversations. Over a dinner, I had a private chef there. Actually, one of my members is a chef, so he had the pit out back and he made the food. And then I also partnered with a liquor company, Yummy Affairs, who does a lot of our events. And so you received a cocktail with it and a cigar from Luciano, a cigar Maria Lucia, which is named after his mom. So he spoke about that. I mean, we spoke about from seed to shelf. I mean, he talked about cultivating the tobacco, cutting it down, what you're looking for as it's growing. I mean, the people in the building, they received $1 million worth of game in 2
yep.
hours. I
Wow.
mean, it was incredible. People were blown away. And then to hear Jamon's story, someone that's right here in Dallas with us, and how he's grown We actually started in the business around the same time, and just where he came from. He talked about his hurdles. Each season has different hurdles. So we had another manufacturing partner in the building, and he told me, which was Shawan, he told me afterwards that he left motivated, where he kind of felt like he was in a slight bit of a energy slump, and he left recharged. And he feels like that the information that he received probably expedited his business 2 years.
Well, tell
Oh
tell
yeah.
Shawan come on in here and
He
let me
he
get
driving.
let me get some energizing because I'm in a little slump.
He
Yeah, we
driving
all
right
go
now.
through. We all go through
Hey,
those. We go through those. But so it was great. The festival was phenomenal. Ron Harper was there both days. Luciano, Definition both days. We added Crux to Saturday. I mean, we had the back parking lot blocked off, tinted off. Luciano had a bright idea Friday night to go get a basketball hoop. They put it together.
I was
He
just
put it
gonna say,
together.
I
Like
see that.
he put it
he
together. He was on
physically
his
he put
knees
it.
putting it
Yeah,
together.
he worked.
Yeah.
Like that man, he worked. He didn't make his rep do it. He put it together.
Yeah.
And we got it up, had a little fun. It was kind of a distraction off of sales, but you know, I'm gonna let him slide with that. He wanted to be over there selling them cigars. But it was so fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The community, those that attended, they left just raving, like rave reviews about it. Made me feel good about all the hard work. The food trucks were there. The DJs, we had tag team DJs, and we had a band to end the night.
Yep.
I was proud of the body of work. I can say that I was proud of the body of work.
Well,
Slap
So
yourself on
I
the
will
back.
not
Slap
miss the
yourself
next
on the
one.
back.
I will not miss the next one.
please don't.
I be telling him doing it. He need to come on up here. He only an hour away because
It's
he
four
drive
hours.
176 miles an hour when he be coming up here. So I mean, tell him just come on, man. You staying at the house? Chopper let him in the house. Well, he'll let his wife in, not
Nah, he
him.
let
But
my Keisha in the house, not me.
yeah, he ain't
Oh
gonna let
my
you in
God.
here. But, you know.
Yeah. But no, next up is the anniversary. We'll do that November 16th. So that'll be 6 years. That's what we have next up on the docket.
Yeah, that anniversary party is always an amazing event. I mean, Yummy Affairs serves up the liquor. There's always a smooth band, great cigars. You know, it's always a time for fellowship and just celebrating blowing smoke. And so
Yeah. Thank you. I
it's
appreciate it.
it's what we love to do. But Edwina, tell me this
Hold on,
Cheat
you.
cheat
code.
code.
Shut up for a second. We'll be right
We
back with
doing a
that.
commercial? Oh, okay.
At ChevalierLife.com, our personalized humidors, cigar accessories, and apparel are unique and the perfect gift for yourself or your favorite cigar enthusiast. Send us any high-resolution image or logo, and we'll design your personalized humidor. Visit ChevalierLife.com for details, or go to my Instagram at ChevalierLife and simply click the link in the bio.
I'm gonna make another commercial, man,
You need
tomorrow.
to. You need
I'm
to.
gonna make another
But
one tomorrow, man.
come on, man. Let's talk about let's talk about cheat code.
Okay. So I started an apparel company, I believe it was 2019. And it was something that I wanted to do different business ventures. So Blowing Smoke started 2018 and then apparel 2019. So it was something I'm passionate about. I love apparel. I love slogans on shirts. I'm always reading someone's shirt. And so this company is faith inspired. So a lot of times when I'm in my prayer time or I'm in my devotion time, that are things that hit me. I'll tweet it out. I'll put it on Facebook, but it's like a nugget. And so I started putting these little nuggets on shirts. And so I was very active with it early on. I was able to kind of do both. And then Blowing Smoke just kind of took over my life a little bit and I neglected it. So the last few years and why you guys, that we become closer, why you haven't seen it is because I've neglected it. So I've always had a website that's been up there. The rest of my apparel, the older stuff is up there. But another reason why I kind of went away from it is because the guy that was taking my ideas and putting it on paper, he kind of got out of the design industry. He did my website. He did actually my personal logo and Blowing Smoke logo. He started doing something else. And so I really didn't have a developer or a creator to take this raw image, because I can't draw, to take this raw, vision and then put it to pad and make it look like something.
Right.
He also printed my stuff too. So it was a matter of, can I find that person in one person, or do I need to have a designer and then someone that can print it?
Mhm.
So at the same time, Blowing Smoke becoming very busy and growing and taking over my work hours, I also didn't have people in place. So it was something I prayed about. Hey, Lord, this is something I'm passionate about. I feel like this is a creation that I want to leave in the earth, a part of the legacy, but I need the right people. I need the support system. And so over the last, I would say 8 months to a year, I started meeting people. And I met Chriselle's daughter. If you guys know Chriselle, Little Minnie. Her daughter is a designer. She does architectural design, but she also does logos and things of that nature. So I was telling Chriselle about, how I've neglected EB Apparel, and she's like, well, this is what my daughter does. I said, well, can I set up a meeting with her? And so we did. And so I showed her my work. I explained the inspiration behind it, and I had been working on different things. I have some things that never came to fruition, but I was currently working on cheat code. And she said, let's start it. Let's come up with an agreement. This is my price. I said, I can handle that price, and let's start it. And so we went back and forth. We worked probably about 2 to 3 months on the actual design. And then during that time, I have one company that prints Blowing Smoke apparel. They're in Arlington, but I also know that you have to have a certain minimum to order with them.
Mhm.
So as
Right.
I'm trying to grow that arm, regrow that business, it's like, hey, I'm working with minimal funds. I'm not starting like I did back in 2019. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be a tough ask of me right now. And then I meet Shawan is like, hey, my cousin.
Right.
My cousin, yeah. I think I might have mentioned it to Yule maybe a year or so ago, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get it going. I didn't have a design at the time, and so I was telling Shawan, and he was like, "Well, my cousin," and so I said, "Well, let's set up a meeting." So we set up a meeting, and he said, "I got you." He said,
Yeah.
"Don't worry about coming in with this high minimum." He said, "We can work it out. You basically family now. I got you."
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. So meeting him, because I've sat on the actual design probably 2 to 3 months before it even went to print.
Uh-huh.
And so the actual design and what you're seeing that Yule is wearing, Chriselle's daughter asked me for 20 words that I felt like was coming up in my prayer time. That was the cheat codes to life. And
Mhm.
what I felt like cheat codes to life are. And so I sent the 20 words to her. I told her kind of what I wanted it in cheat code, the word inside of cheat code. And I also have in the A, my logo is hidden in the A and the C. So whereas my logo was very bold on kind of some of the original designs, I wanted to kind of hide my logo into it this time. Even though it's still on the right sleeve, I wanted to actually hide it in the word. So that's where cheat code came from. I wanted it to be colorful, where you can wear it with any shoe. It's universal now, whether it's a male or female is wearing all these colors. And I want it to be catchy to the eye.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So that's what you see. So it's all the words inside is what I believe are cheat codes. I mean, it has 10,000 hours. It has consistency. It has humility. It has love. It has joy. I threw an element of Jesus in there. It has Yahweh in there. Just all the words that I feel like if people hold on to these things, they will be better humans.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. And so that's cheat code to me.
I love it. I need to get me some cheat code. That's what I definitely need to get me some cheat code. Because I know
So EB,
I've been in a
hold
rut.
on a second.
Everything.
What's the website? Because I need to pin it and get it in here now.
Okay, so it's edwinabrown.com/shop -EB. So it's my name.com/shop -EB.
All right, I'm on it. /shop EB.
Shop -EB. And anyone can, social media is everything. If you want to just send me a DM on any platform, whether it's Coach EB, Coach_E_B, Blowing Smoke Cigar Lounge, or even EB Apparel Collection. That's also the Instagram for that company, EB Apparel Collection. Yep,
All right,
that's
make
it.
sure I got that right in there. That's it.
That is right. Mm-hmm.
I went on ahead and put it in here because we know you can't spell. So I put it right there so I can pop it up whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He got mad jokes tonight. He mad because I said he's sucking chocolate through a straw, but that's neither here nor there.
This is our little boundary box.
So man, I think it's amazing what you're doing, Coach. I mean,
Thank
I
you.
want to thank you for the Blowing Smoke Fest. I didn't get to participate this year. I'll definitely be back out next year. But man, you had some great businesses. Lasting Memories was like killing the game out there with her tumblers. You know,
Yes.
she did the thing. Shop She Smokes bought out that very impressive trailer.
Oh
You
my
know, I know.
gosh. He
I'm
put some
sorry.
money in that.
Mobile Shop.
The Mobu.
The Mobu. Do not call it a trailer. I
Yeah,
called it a trailer
Mobu.
when we sitting out there. I almost got my neck cut. It is the Mobu. It is the Mobu.
The Mobu.
Yeah. So it was amazing. You know, Luciano, their setup, Crux, definition. What I really liked, you brought a different element this year though. You had the axe throwing. How did you come up with that idea with the axe throwing?
So that guy, his name is LJ, and his company is Wrecked. And he actually is a customer, and he is at the shop almost every Tuesday. He sits with table number 6. If you ever been to karaoke on Tuesday for us, they've named their own table. So table number 6 is like a group of 6 to 8 guys, and he's one of those guys. And so he was telling me about it actually last year that he had a trailer. This is before he actually has a brick and mortar now. He actually has a brick and mortar. Yeah, he has a brick and mortar business now. But before he just had the trailer, and he kind of dabbled in our vendor fair 2023. He brought it out to see what it would do. And so this year, when I said Blowing Smoke Fest, he said, I think I want to bring the trailer back out. And I said, okay, people seem to love it. Let's do it. And I said, I can put you on one side. I'll put She Smokes on the other. The tent is going to be in the middle. So if it works perfectly.
Yeah, it was an amazing event.
Yeah. Thank you. That means a lot. A lot of times you have these visions and dreams and these outlandish ideas and they don't stick. And then sometimes they do. And this one was very lofty. I mean, it required a lot of funds, a lot of capital, a lot of money. But I think we pulled it off.
You did, and I mean, it looked effortless. It looked seamless. Like I said, Yummy Affairs was, not only were they selling drinks, but they were also, premiering some new spirits that they had in stock. And I had this pineapple bourbon that they gave some shots of some pineapple bourbon. Amazing. I don't think I've ever had anything like that. That was delicious. So it's always a good idea when Yummy Affairs is in the building. I know that you're really tight with those guys and they support big time. So, I really like that. But while we're here, and I got you guys, I got you and Marquise here. I want to ask you guys a question. A couple of weeks ago, Ray and I did a show and we were talking about community versus culture, cigar community versus culture. So I'll start with you, Marquise. What does that mean? What is the difference between cigar culture, in your opinion, versus cigar communities?
Right. So I think we kind of touched base on this, you and I, one-on-one. And I told you, and I'm gonna go back to it, right? Culture brings division where community, it takes a community to raise, a certain group, right? So as far as like community in my mind, when I think of the cigar community, I think of everyone doing their part to push and move in a positive way as far as what these cigars are supposed to do for us, right? When I
I
touched
like
base on that earlier, everybody coming together. So, you know, no matter what your profession, no matter what your background, no matter what you're going through, whatever, right? Being able to come together and commune and fellowship together. When you start to put the title culture in place, right, then you start to have these question marks or asterisks as far as, is it the black culture, is it the white culture, is it, you know, the Latin culture, like which culture is it? And I don't think it should be a division. So, you know, you and I were talking about it, and I said, you know, the cigar community. And I said, I don't like using the word culture because everyone should be able to come together and enjoy this togetherness, right? As far as what we do when we come together and enjoy these cigars, whether it's in a lounge, whether it's in your backyard, wherever, right? And
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
that's just, you know, my take on it.
Okay, Edwina, you care to expound on that any?
Yeah. If I can play a little bit of devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
okay.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, oh, you know this is an open forum. You can do whatever you want to do.
okay, but it's not argumentative, or it's not. I agree with 100% of everything you just said. So I just want to add, if I can, just like a different thought to it.
Sure.
So to me, community is everything you said. It's common unity.
Yep.
Okay, community is common unity, right? We have something in common, and we are trying to unify. Okay, so I do think that communities are not in unity.
I agree.
Like, you know, and
I agree.
I don't want to go down that street too much, but
Sure.
the word community is that we have a commonality, which is this cigar, and we want to figure out how to unify together so that we can elevate together. That
Sure.
to me is a community, right? That's real community. And it may not be the person that's coming into my shop, your shop, consistently, you know, they're popping in, and doesn't mean they're in the cigar community, but they're kind of like more of, how do I say this? And I don't want to be arguing. Yes.
They float.
Yes. Right. And so
that's a
yeah,
good diplomatic way to put it.
Yeah. So even though overarching, we're in a common unity, we're in a community, but I also have my sub community. And not to be divisive. I'm not trying to be that. This is just what comes to mind when I think of community. And then as far as the other term, so you're saying the cigar culture, right? That's what you're saying, the difference.
Right.
Okay, so to me, I think both of them can exist. So the culture to me is this right here. We know that when you go into a cigar lounge shop, you need to buy. We know that, right?
Definitely.
Right.
We understand that. That's the cigar. That's the difference, right? There's certain rules and expectations, right? Okay, so let me give a better example. Ray, I know you don't live here, but maybe you heard of Chamberlain's.
No,
right? Okay. Chamberlain's is
maybe
a steakhouse.
I have, and I don't remember it so much because you might have told me about it. He might have went there and got one of his well done steaks. I don't remember.
Right. So when you go there, you know that you have to be a certain way. Like you can't go in there and be sagging.
Yep.
You really don't feel comfortable in there with sweats. Like they've built a certain culture.
Right.
This is the way that it is supposed to be. Now, we welcome all, black, brown, green, purple. We welcome everyone in here, but we have a certain standard. And I think that that's what the culture is, right? I think that we've tried to bend it a little bit. This is just my perspective. But the culture was supposed to be, hey, conversations, let's smoke something good. It's not a cheap thing to do this. You got to be at a certain to do this.
Yeah.
So
Right.
okay, so I guess I have a question, right? Is it culture or expectation? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Or we're replacing the word culture with what should be known as like proper cigar etiquette. And if that's the case, then it really falls on us, those that are deeply ingrained in the cigar community, to properly educate those that don't understand or maybe lack of education on proper cigar etiquette, right? Like I
mhm,
know, Edwin, if I come to Blowing Smoke, I'm gonna support. I'm gonna
mhm.
step in your humidor. I'm gonna buy, a few sticks. I'm gonna support, right? Same thing. Whereas I see what you're saying, right, and being able to know the difference between culture and expectation, but then also kind of that lack of etiquette or decorum, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I
No,
think
for
that's
sure.
literally what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
it's maybe like I said, maybe it's a lack of us doing our part as far as the new people coming into it, saying, hey, look, I'm gonna take you up underneath my wing. Let me show you. I'm not trying to tell you how to do this, but I'm gonna show you how we support each other in our endeavors to make sure that we all enjoy this together and there's no division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I
Right.
looking at that incorrectly?
No,
No,
I
no,
agree
no.
with you.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
you.
you. Yeah.
I
If
think. Oh,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Bray.
Oh, I think that one of the things that those of us who are deeply ingrained in the cigar culture, it is incumbent upon us to make those who are just coming in feel comfortable, as
Correct.
opposed
Right.
to making them feel uncomfortable or alienating them because they don't know exactly where to cut the cigar. They don't know how to light the cigar. They don't know
Right.
that you don't lick
Right.
your cigar
Like
and then use the community cutter,
Right.
or
right.
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 those types of things. I think now this is for those people who are new in the culture, who want to be a part of the culture, not those who walk into the lounge, go to the most expensive cigar, buy that just to show off,
Show
cut it cut it in
clout.
half,
Oh God.
Clout. I hate that.
Oh.
cut it in
Oh.
half,
Yeah, and we
light
I'm
it,
right there with you. I'm cringing
Oh.
already.
burn it the other half, and then
Oh,
smoke it for 2 minutes and put it down. You
Lord
know,
have mercy.
we're not we that's excluding those, because you're not gonna be able to do nothing about those people,
No,
because
no. You
they're
can't change
going
that
to
perception.
say they're the people that the most expensive cigar is the best cigar,
Right.
Hmm.
right? They're the people who you can't tell them nothing because they know everything.
And
But
yeah,
those who want to be a part of it, I feel when somebody walks in and they're in the humidor and they're looking lost, those of us who are ingrained in the culture, we say, you know, what you looking for? You need some help?
Right.
What have you
Right.
smoked before? And engage them that way. Not
Right.
even if you don't work there, because
Yeah.
the
Just help them.
owner or
Yeah.
the
The
person
cigar
tobacconist.
that's
steward.
working in the
The cigar
humidor,
Right.
steward. Mm-hmm.
they might be
Right.
busy. So just
Right.
help the person. It's
Yep.
not it's
Yeah.
not there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
kind of like gym culture, right? When you're in
Right.
the gym, if which gym culture has changed, which is unfortunate, but when you're in the gym and you're working out, if I'm lifting and I'm struggling, if I didn't ask for a spot, but I'm struggling, guess what?
Somebody
Somebody
gonna
gonna
come
come
spot you.
spot me.
Right.
Hey man, you're doing that exercise a little wrong. Won't you try doing it this way? Try doing it this way. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's the same thing that we got to do in the cigar culture. Now, I completely agree with the community being common unity. I completely
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah. I have one more analogy. Just
Come
this is
on.
something when you said gym. So I have a sport background, right? We ain't gonna get into all that you right now. But
You know I was going there. You
Good,
minimizing
good
you
no.
catch. Good
minimizing
catch.
your sport
He's about to,
background. I mean,
he's
if you
about to
want to
dive
do,
into it. He was
yeah, yeah,
waiting.
you wanna be like that. I'm
He
gonna
was
No.
say
waiting.
We're
nothing.
not gonna let you gloss
Yeah,
over
he
that.
ain't
Like
gonna
you
let
just
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not gonna
we're not gonna let you
they gonna.
like. Do you know
gloss
who
over
you are?
Olympic medals and stuff like
Do
that.
you
We're
know
not
who
gonna
you
do
are?
that.
No,
Yeah, we
listen,
know who you are.
listen,
We're groupies.
guys. No. So when you think about sports and whether I was an athlete or a coach, you talk about the culture, right? The
Right.
culture
Yeah.
of this X university, the culture of this university, why this culture is different. You can see how a team gets off the bus and how they walk in together, the way they're dressed, the way they speak to everyone, opening the door. It's a certain culture that has
Yes.
been cultivated by the leader, right? And so that's when I said standard and I was doing all of that, there's a certain way to it. And I'm not saying that there's only one way, but when you have the cigar culture, it's supposed to be something. And when you have people that are disrespecting it, everyone on this IG live, like I cringed, like Marky, you cringed. There's a certain way. It's like, ooh, wait a minute, you're offending me now. Like, don't put that cigar out and mash it like a cigarette. Like, it's a certain way. It's a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like, ooh, this belongs to me. Like, it's your responsibility to make it better,
Right.
to keep it.
Exactly.
That's what I feel like culture is.
Exactly. I like that. I agree with all
Some
of that.
good answers.
That's some good answers. I know you got some more stuff, but it's time for the vibe.
One and two.
All right, so today for the vibe, you know, I've been doing kind of in memoriam for our guy Frankie Beverly. We lost Frankie Beverly, the lead singer of Maze today, and so I'm gonna play my favorite track, "The Look in Your Eyes." It's from the live show. I think this was shot live in New Orleans. The track is an amazing track, and it shows the versatility and just how good this guy is. He sounds just like the record live. And so kick back for the vibe, think about the good, sweet memories with Maze, and listen to the cigar track of the day and the vibe.
He sounded exactly like the track, man.
Every time, bro. Every time. Back in the day, Ray, this gonna be before your time too, because you was more like after Star Wars came out, 77. But
Dang.
back then, you know, we get to dancing. You don't know nothing about that. This is when you dance with the girl. This is when you dance with her. You don't dance out in front of her. You dance with her. You spin her around. You know, you got to move it around like that. You know, you have a little hip action. You get in there, you do your little step, look at her real good. It's like that. That's the kind of vibe that was, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, right?
You see my face?
Yeah, no
Yeah, he don't
comment
look at
from
his
Ray.
head.
He
Yeah, he
has
don't look
no
at his
idea
head.
what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. You can kiss my entire ass.
Look, this is the vibe with Chevalier Life, Ray True Life. We got Coach EB, and we got my man Marquise Evans out of J. Merrill Cigars. We talking industry. This is what we do every week. Check out Frankie Beverly. Rest in peace, Frankie.
Man, so before they kick us off, man,
They ain't gonna kick us
I
out.
doubt they will, because it's Frankie. You can't kick us off with Frankie. What up, high end? High end cigars out.
The man who created Nick and Chicken.
Hey man, he got a YouTube channel. And
Got that ice cooler chicken.
he was on there on his YouTube channel showing how he cooked that chicken. I'm gonna tell you, it don't look bad.
He needs to send us some.
It don't look too bad. I'm gonna try it one of these days. So
Let me
man,
ask y'all something. Duina, what kind of memories you got when you hear this song?
Listen, when'd you say that came out?
This one came out in the 80s, like the mid to late 80s.
Okay,
He
yeah,
was
I
still
was just
performing at F.
walking. I was
Oh,
just learning how
you
to
about
walk.
to. Oh, you just a little older than Ray. Oh, okay.
I'm a little bit. I was 70. I'm a 78 baby.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That ain't
yeah,
that's right around the corner from me.
yeah. Y'all came out like I couldn't even talk to y'all about James Earl Jones in Star Trek. I mean, in Star Wars because y'all wasn't even
I
born
know
when he was in Star Wars.
I know who he was.
Yeah. We know him from what was Coming to America.
Coming to America.
King Joffin Jopar. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I know him from. Meteor Man when he had that little that little hairpiece. What up, Daniel?
This has been the vibe, man. This has been the vibe on the lounge, man. We way off our script tonight, but I don't care, man. We just celebrating the good times with friends. So hey, let's get back to it.
Yeah. So come on with your next question, Chevalier. I know you got. Well, let me ask you this, Marquise.
What's going on?
I'm gonna say it the French way, Marquise.
Maquis.
Marquise. What inspired you to open your lounge? What's the name of the lounge again?
Jay Merrill.
J
So,
Merrill. Okay.
yep, my partner and good friend Lee Youngblood. Her dad's name is Jay Merrill, right? So
Hmm.
her dad was the one that got her into cigars at a very young age, right? So she always grew up watching her dad smoke cigars, and it was kind of the same story for me. I watched my dad growing up, smoke cigars. My first cigar was sitting with my dad on the back porch after just finishing my first year of college. Well, it was rough. It was a bottle of Froy and a 1964 Padron. Let me tell you right now, first cigar,
Wow.
well, that was
Wow.
a ride. uh, but yeah, just that relationship, with her dad, and then me coming in, I was like, yeah, I'm about it. Let's do it. You know, the space and everything. I mean, literally, the logo is her dad's signature, and I was
Oh wow.
100% about it. So it's paying homage to those that kind of helped us kind of see what cigars and this love of tobacco can do, in your life, right? Kind of
Definitely.
peace and tranquility, if you will.
Yeah. EB, you remember your first cigar?
I do. My first cigar was a Java Red. Java Red. I went to meet
No
a
judgment.
friend.
No
Yeah,
judgment.
no. I mean it's a
Well, I
cigar.
gotta I gotta say
It's
that
created for someone.
because Doc, who be on here with us, he say I shamed her for smoking Tatianas. I don't remember that. I'm gonna say
We
I don't
we
remember that, but
we have to start somewhere.
yeah,
And there
yeah.
are people that cigar was created for somebody. You know what I mean? So um but yeah, Java Red. So a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in years, I played pickup with when I played at UT.
Hmm.
Um, he was like, "Hey, come hang out with me." I'm like, "What do you do? Like, what's up? What, you want to go eat or something?" And he was like, "No, come hang out. I have a cigar group." And I said, "A cigar group?" And I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what that means." He's like, "Yeah, we just group of people smoke cigars." I'm like, "Interesting. I've always liked the smell of it, but I don't smoke anything."
Right.
So one day I took him up on the offer, and they used to meet every Wednesday. And so he was like, "Hey, I'll add you to our group chat. I put up wherever we're gonna be that Wednesday. You come or not. You could just see the comment, whatever. You're just in there." And so one day he put up a location in Arlington, and I happened to be in Arlington at that
Hmm.
time. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go." And I walked in and I said, "Yeah, I want to try one." And so the guy working there, I said, "Hey, never smoked, something that I can use fruity or something that's sweet, that's gonna be, is gonna work with my palate because I'm new to this. I don't want to be
Hmm.
turned off from the smoke." And he gave me a Java Red. Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's a good tobacconist or shop owner
Hmm.
because he gave you something that's gonna get you. It's just enough to let you get in there, but also it's enough to get you. Well, what else they got? You
Yep.
know, to start thinking about other things. You remember your first
Exactly.
cigar?
Yeah, I do. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a Monte Cristo. It was a Connecticut.
Mm.
I do remember that. I don't know which one it was. That's been a long time ago. Probably you were probably about the third, fourth grade then. And
You
Man,
and
you ain't been smoking cigars that long, Negro.
dude, I haven't been smoking that long, but it's good 15 years ago, my first cigar. And I actually smoked off and on. Like I would occasionally walk into a lounge because somebody I knew was at a lounge. But when I really first started smoking consistently was maybe 4 years ago.
Hmm.
And I start trying to learn. And ironically, when you and I met at the Black Cigar Festival in Houston, and I think that's when I really, said, okay, I want to be a part of this community. So let me start. I think we had the conversation on your show on the Herpreneur. I was telling you, I want to learn how to develop my palate. I want to, start that journey.
And I told you what
And
to do, and you ain't do it.
no, I didn't do it. I just kept smoking until I found stuff that I like. I smoked the stuff I like. But there's been some ones that, well, I'm not gonna go there tonight. But yeah,
I told you. I told
you
you.
know,
What'd you tell him to do,
rate,
Ray,
get
yeah,
to
a
I want to
develop
hear
his
book,
this.
palate?
Start
get
a
a book.
cigar journal. Start a cigar journal. Write down the cigar, the size, the vitola, which is the shape. If you don't
Yep.
know, write it. Write down what you thought about it. Write down where it's from, the tobacco, the filler, the wrapper, the binder, and then write down what you thought about it, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. So that way, if you start to learn, okay, I like Nicaraguan tobaccos, or I like
Hmm.
Puerto Rican tobacco. You find out what you like. You
Yep.
know,
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly. But I
he
decided
ain't
to
do it.
do I didn't. I decided to go a different way. So I reached out to Bourbon Battalion out of Ohio and started doing pairings with him. And that's when I started really learning, different things. I learned about retrohaling. I started learning about how to recognize flavors in the tobacco just from us doing the pairings. He would teach us how to. I think Ray did it with him too. And I started paying attention to certain things. What paired well with this tobacco, what didn't. I know it's really subjective to your palate, but
Let me tell you
that's when I
something
really
about
started
Bourbon
paying
Battalion.
attention.
He had
Yeah.
us. He had me and him. We were smoking the Unleashed from Above the Flame cigars because he had asked me if I had it, and I said yes. And we talked about it, and I said it's a flavor in there that I can't put my finger on, and he couldn't put his finger on the same flavor note. So he does lives, I believe, on Wednesdays,
Wednesdays, yeah.
but I think he starts at like 9 or something like that. So he had me on there, and he had me pour a one finger pour of bourbon. He chose the bourbon. He chose the bourbon to pair with it, and I have
Right.
never had a one finger pour of bourbon last me for an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would make sure that you tasted the cigar, you tasted the bourbon, and you tasted them together, and you found out. So that's actually how I learned how to
Right.
pair, as opposed to I'm drinking this and I'm smoking this. I'm actually, not all the time, but a lot of times I actually pair. So my first cigar was a Rocky Patel. It's got a blue band on it. I don't know what it is, but it's got a blue band on it. I can't remember what it was. And the only reason I wanted to smoke cigars is because it looked like you had a lot of money when you smoked it.
That's why you
And,
despise that now. That's why you despise it now.
but the guy who because I was smoking a Black and Mild, and he came out there and he said, "Man, you got to stop smoking those. You got to start smoking real cigars." And I looked at the Black and Mild and I said, "It is a real cigar. I mean, it's not make believe. What you talking?" So he gave me one, and we sat and smoked it, and I was like, "Okay, I kind of like this." So I didn't. He coached me through the beginning, so I didn't have the all of that. He coached me. So, and then as I grew my palate, I learned I don't like those cigars. So
Yeah. Yeah. I started with a not a journal where you handwrite, but it was an app, and I'm trying to get the name, cigar scanner,
cigar
maybe
scanner,
cigar
cigar scanner.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started with that. Once I knew, I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. And then someone I was smoking with was like, hey, download this app. and you can actually take a picture of the band, and it'll pull up all the specs of the cigar
Yeah.
and region, the wrapper binder filler, the vitola, any if the filler was dual filler, it had everything in there,
Tasting
and
notes.
everything what
And
you're
it
gonna
was and
get.
it was a social. It's well, I don't know if it's still out there. I had it. I
You can
don't
have
have it
friends. Yeah, I
anymore.
don't think it
It was
exists
Yeah,
a
anymore.
social
it's
aspect.
not there
So
anymore.
you
Yeah,
can, you can talk about the cigar,
Yeah.
follow people and
Exactly.
stuff like that, and it really helps you to be able to learn and
It
find
did.
and pick out flavors. So you say, okay, this one's supposed to have chocolate. Let me see if I can find the chocolate. You
Yeah.
know, so I really enjoyed that too. I really, I like that one too. I'm mad. I was upset when they got rid of it.
Yeah.
yeah. I used it for a brief moment. I think I blamed myself. I said he probably got rid of it because I actually jumped on it. So
That's
you
probably
never
why.
know.
They say,
That's how it works out for me all the time.
they
I'll
say,
jump on
nah,
something and then
he
the
eat
shit just
well
goes
done steak.
away.
He gonna ruin it for everybody.
He gonna ruin it for everybody. They just killed it. I jumped on Lit Torch. I remember when Susie Mooney started Lit Torch some years ago,
Yeah,
and
what
I
happened
was
to that?
talking. She
Got
ended
out of
that.
the business.
She got out
She
of the
got out of the
business.
business.
She got
Oh
out.
wow.
But soon as I talked to her on Whiskey Wednesday with Cigar Rockstar one night, and she was doing some giveaways, and she sent me an ashtray because I told her, look, I never win anything. I just asked her, can you send me an ashtray? She said, yeah, I'm gonna send you an ashtray. So she sent the ashtray, and she messaged me and told me about the Lit Torch app. Soon as I got on there, which was me, I procrastinated a little bit, so it was about 3 weeks. I got on there. I was on there 2 3 days, and then I went on there one day. It was gone. That's just how.
That's because
And
you
I,
got
I
on there and they say, oh no, he eat well done steaks and chicken fingers. We getting the wrong
Wow.
people for that.
Wow.
so Marquise, you may not know about this. I know Edwina does, but there was a time a couple years ago when I ate well done steaks. I don't eat well done steaks
One
anymore,
one
but
year ago to be exact.
that would be exactly 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago today, just about that. We had the discussion over cigars and we were talking about it. And I said, I like my steaks well done. I don't like blood in the middle. I don't like the red. And then, of course, over about a year between Sekou, Cigar Rockstar, and a whole plethora of other people in the cigar industry blasted me out because Ray put it
Ray,
all over social
Ray,
media.
Ray, you raise your
I
hand for
moved.
that?
I graduated to a medium, medium, sometime medium plus state.
Yeah. Medium well.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's
yeah.
good.
I
No,
don't.
no,
I
no,
don't want to be a
not medium
vampire,
well, medium plus.
Oh, okay.
which
What
is
is
That's
that?
where
like
they
that's
put
like a that's
700 things
that's
on top
a
of
hair
it
between medium well and
so you can't
medium.
taste the
Medium.
steak.
No, I don't want nothing on top of it. I just want the steak. But yeah.
No, they don't put nothing on top of it. Dude, you can't listen to him, man. You
Yeah.
can't listen to him. He be making up shit all the time on the lounge.
Oh wait,
That's
oh
not
So
wait,
true.
oh wait,
can
hold
I
on.
say something, guys? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I was just about to bring in Bryson.
What's up, man? Look, I have something to say. I don't want to just nerd out on y'all because
Nah, go
I
ahead.
will nerd out.
Go ahead.
Nerd
So
out.
I'm still stuck on the community versus culture thing.
Let's do
And
it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
so you said Susie, right?
Yeah.
So and I'm not gonna tell the details, but I did have a conversation with her. She actually called me. She said, sis, out of respect, I value you. I want to let you know this is what I'm about to do. So where I'm going with the community versus culture, I do think that the community in what we just discussed can mess it up for the culture.
Mm,
So
I agree.
yeah.
what I mean by that, and I'm just real quick little stories. So having Luciano, right, even though he loved it, he was so caught up in the basketball, Ron Harper, and all that stuff. But best believe what I sold of his product was important to him in returning.
Hmm.
And so with the community that showed up or didn't, that packs weight. And when your community doesn't show up to support and show face when you have these named people in your building, for the culture as a whole, let's just be real. As a minority business owner in the southern sector of Dallas, where there's primarily minorities, it is hard to get someone like that to come to South Dallas.
Hmm.
And
True.
so
True.
if the community is cutting a fool, you know, acting a certain type of way and not supporting, that has an impact on how I'm trying to elevate the culture. Now, when
Exactly.
Susie came in, Susie had the app that Shavalia talked about. It was phenomenal. She was paving her way, but the
Yes.
community did her in. She was
Right.
Hmm.
burned so many times to where it made her, it turned her off. Not from
Wow.
smoking this, not from wanting to be a part of this, the culture, but
The
for the
community.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and all the social events, all the things, what she built for the community, what she was, the events she was doing for the community. She cut all that out.
Wow. Wow. I remember hearing some bits and pieces about that. I wasn't going to speak on it either, but I think this is one of the things that one of the reasons I asked the question because I always hope that like when we get these answers that they resonate with different people that watch our show and they get a clear understanding of the differences between community and culture. And like you said, it's it's about unity as a whole, in common unity. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been preaching Chevalier unity or just unity since I've been out here, trying to stay away from the cliques, trying not
Yes,
to get caught up in the
yes,
bullshit that goes on, like what,
yes.
and I'll just keep it a buck right here in the DFW. And I'm big on calling it out, and I'm not gonna like throw any names out there, but we have a lot
Right.
of things that go on in our culture,
A
I don't
lot
want
of
to say
clicks.
culture on this one, a lot of cliques that aren't really genuinely supportive. And so even for me, I've had some time, especially since I've broken my leg and I'm sitting back and I'm watching things happen now. I've got time to think about it and really like pay attention to it. Man, it can be disheartening. And when you are a
Yes, it
person
can.
that's really trying to make something happen and you see that, because a
Yes.
lot of the shit is unnecessary. When you see it and you see it happen and you recognize the intent that goes with it, it can make you, I can see where Susie did that. It can
Yeah, it
make
can
you
discourage
turn
you.
around and say, hey, you know what, I can just smoke my cigars, on my patio or not. But one of the reasons I personally didn't give up because I don't mind, and I don't mind saying fuck you. I've come to learn that we all have unique talents and we all have unique things that we bring to the culture, to the community as a whole. And I decided for myself to combat that frustration is just to focus on what I bring and not worry about what these people are doing. If they're not being supportive, then I'm just gonna move right on past them. So the best
Yeah.
I just try not to even deal with them. And I think that's kind of the mindset that you got to have when you're trying to build something, within the community itself.
Yes. I agree.
I've
I
heard Ray
agree.
say that a lot. I've heard Ray talk about when he first started the Herfordor Lounge, when he first started doing his show, and it wasn't the people say in the cigar community, it was the people that you feel are your supportive base. I think Ray, you said that you learned that lesson when you looked at what was supposed to be your support, your foundation, that the shoulders that you stand on when you're trying to make this move, knowing that if you fall, they're gonna catch you. And
Yeah.
and and he realized really quickly that a lot of people that he thought would be that foundation for him wasn't. And it made me really put some things in perspective when we had that conversation.
Yeah. It's
I believe. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
come on. No, come on.
Oh, I believe like what
That's a
we're
big ass
seeing here.
change.
Huh?
That's a big ass change.
Oh, thank you.
Them roofers got that money, man. They got that money, man. That's a roofer chain.
Man,
No, I digress. I
out your
Yeah,
digress.
yeah,
out of the
yeah.
bubblegum machine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. The
But
bubblegum machine at Tiffany's.
Right.
The
The
25 cent.
Hublot bubblegum machine. Yeah, okay.
But you know, what we like Evie, me and you, we talked about it, but I think we're all saying the same thing because we're all seeing the same things. And what what we've got to do is keep open arms for newcomers. Because the ones that's already here, they've already done what they're gonna do, right? They're the ones that's clicked up. They made a choice. They made a decision to set a boundary, and that's the full extent of their support. That's the full extent of what they're gonna do, as far as making that decision of, okay, this is who I rock with. The new part of community is being a welcoming community and showing that welcoming side and showing that, hey, come on, newcomers, let's educate you and let's enjoy life together while we enjoy the leaf. Now, if you're gonna go clicked out or whatever, that's your decision. That's your bag. But like, what we got to do is welcome you in. And so I think we need to more turn our sights to the newcomers, to the unreached market, because there's more unreached market than there is the one that's already within our reach and already, sitting in the lounges, or, that's already clicked up and part of these pseudo communities,
Yeah.
subculture. So there's more opportunity. What I'm getting at is there's more opportunities outwardly, and more opportunities for people that are trying to come in, that are looking for a new direction, and we gotta reach out and grab them. And I think that's where we're needing to find out, how do we grasp that attention? How do we reach out to the newcomers, to the new people of the league, or just introduce it? Because EB, your grasp on education is phenomenal.
Thank you.
You have a bank of knowledge and network of educators that surpasses more than the experts out here. You may have more sommeliers and master blenders in your network that anybody knows combined. And the newcomer can appreciate that once it's introduced, and they're going through that. But right now with the clicks, it's like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. It's like, oh, it's cool, but that's I'm here to hang with who I'm hanging with and move on. But what I'm getting at is, I think the direction should be more to expand the community and cultivate the community at the same time. Because once you bring someone in new, you can cultivate them in education, you can cultivate them in tradition, you can cultivate them in hey, this is how things are done, and and that can trickle down into the effect. Now, this is a long process.
Yes, it is.
This is a long process. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the marathon, not the sprint.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's that. I just want to shed some light on that, and because Chevalier, you've been doing it long, and to be honest, I'm a neophyte in this community. You guys have welcomed me with open arms, and I do nothing but champion you guys, because hell, me just coming into the Dallas cigar market. I've been smoking cigars for about 7-8 years. I moved from El Paso about 3-4 years ago, and you guys have been here with me, open arms, and really just let me grow and expedited my growth in the education and understanding the market and everything, right? So what I'm saying now is, just from my own experience, it's just how welcoming you are with me. Plus, I don't really give a damn if you do show, give me a shoulder. I'm gonna be in your face anyway. It's cool. I'm not gonna force it, but you're gonna see me, and that's just that's just me. So with those new people that's coming in, yeah, you're gonna go a different direction. You're gonna go whichever way you go, but there's places for you. And we need to keep welcoming that and showing, hey, there is places for you. This may not be your lounge. This group of people may not be for you, but there's a place for you within our community and in a different subculture. You don't have to click up.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that just, voting and kicking.
Right.
That's how it's
Yeah.
supposed
Right. I have a. Go
I
ahead,
was
Dwayne.
chopping it up. Okay, I was chopping it up with someone a few weeks ago, and he said something, and he was of another nationality. So when I say community, we know we're not just talking about brown skin, right? It's
Right.
communities everywhere, right? So I ended up putting it in my notes on my phone because I want to push it out to social media because it was profound. But it's simple but profound. But he said when a community starts to move like a cult, when you start to move like a cult, no one wins. Like it's never good. And I think that the cult is the clique, right? All these different cliques that's moving around. If one of them don't go, then the rest of the 20 are not going. If one, when you start moving like a cult and you're a cult, and so this is your founder, I only go to this shop. Like it may be good numbers wise for that shop, but you also turn some people that want to come into that shop off because you feel like that's your shop,
Right.
if that makes sense. And so when he said that, I'm like, and we were talking about different areas in Dallas. I mean, not just South. We were talking about Highland Park.
Right.
When they move like a cult, like when you walk in a shop over there and you feel a way because it feels cultish, or it's not good.
Right.
That's true. That's true. It kind of brings about a question that I wanted to ask you guys about that very thing. Like, so we got two lounge owners on here, right? We got Marquise, who's been in the industry. Edwina's been in the industry. You both guys are lounge owners. So I'll ask you first, Marquise, and this is for everybody. But as we talk about, we kind of broach this topic, right? How do you feel? And you're starting a new lounge in a community that has no lounges. I think the only thing close to Roanoke is the CI out there. If I, am I right about that? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us, Marquise? We can't hear you. Okay, yeah, I guess he can't hear us. But what I was gonna ask is like
Can't
when
hear you,
you started.
Marquise. Go out and come back, and I'll let you back in. I think his
when
mic.
when when you when you started blowing smoke, and it was before my time, but I remember us chatting about this one time that you started in another location and you were completely new to the cigar culture when you started blowing smoke. You had an opportunity of a lifetime that just kind of came your way, and you just said threw caution to the wind and basically seized the day and took over a lounge, and you learned as you went. Do you use those experiences, your personal experiences? Is that how you developed your idea that you just described about community as it relates to, welcoming and being willing and open to teach, and mentor? Is that how
Absolutely.
you did that?
Experience, man. Experience is that's the to me that's been my best learning curve, like in how I've learned. And that goes back to sports, right? No one taught me how to play basketball. Like my mom's side, they were not athletic. My dad's side, who I never knew, that's where the athletic gene came from. So I didn't have that teaching. So I learned by falling and getting back up, falling and getting back up, and listening, right? I was always that coachable player. I probably made some teams because I was coachable, right? So I would ask customers, certain thing. What do you like? I actually had a clipboard with blank sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and every new customer that came in, I asked them for their email, and I asked them to write down like 2 or 3 cigars that they like. And so then I take
Okay.
that list and I Google in those downtimes. There's a lot of downtimes in the shop. It's not always a madhouse and like UCP. It's not always like that. Actually, more times than not, it's not like that. And I'm Googling. Okay, this is what this is. This is a Maduro. That means it's more of a higher strength. Okay, then I don't want to have too many Maduros in the humidor. I want to have a wide variety because I have women coming in that are new smokers. I have men coming in new. So I learned that way because I became
Hmm.
a student. I became a student of this craft all over again because quite frankly, I was a student. Green, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. But experience, seeing a cigar, a box of cigars sit on the shelf longer than I wanted. And I'm like, oh, okay, that they're not really gravitating. That might not be, that might not, either that line didn't work well, If I had a company with like 4 or 5 different SKUs and that one SKU didn't move, I'm okay. I can't bring that SKU back. I got to bring another one or bring another company in. So definitely experience.
So
Okay. Mark.
before you
Oh,
go,
go ahead, Ray.
Marquise, let me say that's what something that you have to do with every um
Genre.
everything you move into. What you said, Edwina, is become a student. You become a
Hmm.
student of it because you have to learn. Uh, you have to learn what to do. It's like you think about Kobe. Kobe was a student of the game. He was always learning and evolving, and then putting that into play. When you want to do something, like even me trying to learn, me learning to become a tattoo artist, I have to become a student of that art because I can't just get a machine and start tearing people bodies up. You have to learn anything that you move into. You have to become a student of it, and I think I just had to highlight that because that was an amazing thing that you said. All right, come on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
shut up now. Come on, Marquise.
Yeah, hear me now?
Did Did you
Yeah.
hear the question,
Uh,
Marquise?
yeah, I heard the question. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna go piggyback off of Edwina, right? So when I moved back to Texas back in 2012, right? The first thing I did was I jumped into working in shops, and one of the shops that I worked in for a while was Elite Madison, and there was an older gentleman there by the name of John, and I would come in every day and pick John's brain because he had a radio show that was a tobacco radio show. He was a master of the humidor. He knew blends. He knew how to blend pipe tobacco, and he knew about the process. So literally, for 5 years straight, I made sure that I wrote down 20 questions at home before I went to go work in the shop in Addison and Elite every day. Five questions, boom. And then sometimes that 5 questions would, bump to, okay, I got 15 more questions based off of these 5 questions, and picking his brain. Every time a rep came in through the door, asking questions, picking their brains about their specific, from that specific manufacturer. If I had the opportunity to sit down with, rollers that came into Elite when he used to have the rollers in, sit there and kind of watch the mastery of this art form happen right in front of me. And I think, that's kind of what really propelled the trajectory that I'm on right now, right? As far as wanting to do this to bring in and educate people. My biggest thing here with, being Jay Merrill, right, is educating those that are coming in that really want to know, right? Because so many people have questions, but they're scared to ask the questions. Me as a tobacconist, I see those questions on their face. And so I want to start kind of helping them to get those questions out so they don't feel like, well, this is a dumb question. Oh, and this is something new. Like, there is no such thing as a dumb question. Ask the question. Let's get it out. Let's get you informed, and let's
Well,
get you.
well, well. There is a such thing as a dumb question.
Here we
So
go.
I drive buses. We've all seen city buses. Across the front of the city bus, it's got a number and it's got a street. It's got a number and it's got a street that it goes down. So if I pull up to the bus stop and you look at me and you look
Say,
at the
where's
side of the bus and you look
where
back
is he
at me
going?
and you say, "Is this the 63?" Nope. Close the door and I'm driving off. Cause that's a dumb question.
You're a cranky old man. That's what it is.
He a cranky young ass old man. Like
That's a cranky old man doing some shit like that.
he just
Hey,
mean,
hey,
dude.
he's
I
sitting
just
here
told him
saying
that
I've
this.
the other day.
Look, I've had people
He
tell
said,
me, well, maybe
he
they
said,
can't read. Maybe they can't read. This the only bus that come to this bus stop.
he's sitting here saying this, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna ask, is this a 63 headed north or is this a 63 headed
Man,
south?
I mean, sometimes you want
It
My,
just
confirmation.
I'm
depends on
like,
which way
now,
the bus is pointing. I
yeah,
mean, you know.
but
which way
but
we going?
but we can
We like
only
going to
go
make a
one way.
U-turn. I don't know.
We
I
can
got to
only
make
go
sure we
one
go the
way
right
on the
way.
street. But my answer to that question is gonna be nope. Close the door.
But
See,
yeah,
you
man,
that
like,
asshole right there.
yeah.
That's
He
what's
that
wrong with you,
asshole.
right
Look,
there.
he definitely that asshole. That's why he. That's why he stay in the
Golly.
supervisor. That's why he stay in the HR office all the time. They always complaining about
Like I'm
it.
asking for confirmation because I've been wrong before. and I done
Right.
got on the wrong
Right.
bus.
You
Your
wrong
Can't
again.
do that no more.
You wrong again. You wrong again. We gonna take a break. We'll be right back with the rest of Marquis' answer. So you like that? You like that? You like that commercial?
I love it. So the whole time me and you on the phone yesterday, and I'm sitting here trying to make
So
the
that's good
same
comments
thing.
that
You
we
didn't
gonna have.
already made it. You didn't
Yeah,
already made it.
yeah, I did. Anyway,
Yes.
come on, Marquis.
Yeah, so just bringing that whole educational piece, like Edwin said, you know what I mean? Educating myself, but then also being able to put myself in a position where I can be a knowledgeable resource as a tobacconist to customers, whether they're new customers that are just started, or somebody that's been smoking 20 years and introducing them to new brands, right? Because I think sometimes we, as the brothers and sisters of the leaf who enjoy tobacco, kind of sometimes get stuck with, I'm not sure about this new brand, right? Well, if we as a tobacconist working in the shop don't have the informed information to be educational and push that, then these new brands don't do well in our shops to be able to, bring them to people's attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. I you know, well, I was about to say, but you kind of just said it. You guys both just said it. I think, man, it goes back to using our own personal experiences in the way we teach. We pull from our own personal experiences. What I hear you guys kind of saying, and I think it's amazing because from what I know about you, Marquise, when I first met you, although you were in the cigar industry, you were doing something with cattle
Yep,
too.
still am.
Like you had a whole nother, life going outside of your experiences in the cigar industry.
You was
Same with
making
you,
steak.
Edwina.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I guess he
What'd he
was,
say?
wasn't
You was
What'd
he? He
he
making
said
say?
you were
steak.
making steaks.
Hey, I was raising them and sending them off to the butcher. Still doing it. Still doing it.
Go.
Yeah, still doing
Y'all
it. Got another company that I do that as well. So
He got that tax money going right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
putting livestock on your land is the tax write off.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
He
for
over there getting
sure.
them
I
tax
heard
breaks
about
for real,
that.
for
Yeah.
Put
I
me a
ride
goat
around out
in
here in
that
Forney. I see people got goats all over their thing. I be like, what y'all doing with that?
real.
Like what?
Man.
Tax break, brother.
yep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need them tax breaks
Put
to
you a
get them
goat
big
back
ass
there with
tanks.
Chopper. See how long it lasts.
Man, man,
Chopper gonna tear that
he
goat
ain't
up.
Put
gonna
you one
last a
back there. See how
weekend.
long it lasts.
Chopper
Chopper
gonna
be
tear
back
that
there
goat.
gnawing on his hoof.
Chopper gonna have curry goat
2
in no
minutes.
time.
2 minutes.
Ain't gonna last very long back here with
All it's
him.
gonna take is that goat to headbutt him one time, and that's a wrap. He gonna tear
Yeah,
that goat up.
Mm.
yeah. He might not even let him do that. Y'all want
Nah.
to hear something funny that happened to me? I
Nope.
went to Blowing Smoke Fest right on Saturday. I gotta say this. I went to Blowing Smoke Fest on Saturday. I came home, kicked it all day Sunday, didn't do too much. So on Monday, I got up, got in my truck, I left, came back home. This lady stops me on the street. She says, I love that truck. I'm your neighbor. I've been here for a few months and my husband sees that truck. I'm going to get him a truck like yours. I love the truck. So while the lady's sitting in the street, I see this little Jeep Liberty pull up behind it. I'm like, okay, little old white lady, you're going to have to move because these people going to be blowing a horn at you in a minute. So the dude pulled right up on the back of the lady. So she said, okay, Mr. Neal, nice to see you. I said, nice to see you too. I look up and it's Bray. It's Bray and one of his cousins in the car. And so the first thing that came to my mind, did I have such a good time at Blowing Smoke Fest that I got drunk and told him to come over my house? Because I don't live close to nobody. I don't live close to Dweety, you've been here a million times. I don't live close to nobody. And when I looked up and saw him, the first thing I remember, Bray, I looked at you, I started laughing. I was like, did I get drunk and tell him to come over here and eat? Because we
You look
we
like,
ain't
what
cooked
the
shit.
hell's you doing over
I was
here?
like, what you doing
hey,
over
man.
here? Yeah, man, it was good to see you. Talk about community. That was kind of off the topic, but I just thought about that. When we thinking about community, I'm seeing this guy and I'm thinking I got drunk and invited him to my house. That's how much fun I had at Blowing Smoke Fest the
Hey,
other night.
Man,
we had
it
a
was a
time.
fun time. Yeah.
But
Oh, we had a great time.
but see,
We had a great time.
Chevalier, like with that, like just seeing how smaller your world can be when
Right.
you're inviting newcomers, right? So say I'm a newcomer to this family now, but now I'm going to a party that's literally 4 or 5 houses down the street from you, filled with cigar neophytes and enthusiasts, right? Because they come by way of me. They go by way of me. Like whatever I introduce my cousin into, he introduced his boys into, and so on and so forth. But because like I'm that presence right there and connection, like it's been so welcoming for me in this industry. They're like, yeah, we wanna know what you have going on. What's this? What's that? What's that?
Yeah.
And all of us are sitting there smoking cigars together. And so
I started to
with that,
walk down there and knock on the door because I knew y'all was eating good down there.
oh
But
yeah,
I didn't want to.
we had brisket, we had ribs, we had rotel, and drink was on tap, and then I brought the cigars.
Too
So
much high blood pressure food.
If it wasn't well done, then he wasn't gonna eat it.
Yeah. Look, everybody down there when they left, they looked like they was taking blood pressure medicine.
hey, probably. When I left, I got drove back. So I drove there, and I caught a ride back.
Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. You better messing around out here. You don't want to get out here and swerve to the left or the right too hard because now they ain't got nothing to do. We don't have no crime out here. DUIs pay the bills out here, buddy. They don't. We don't really have a whole bunch of crime.
But I was a little nervous about it.
Well, we kind of at that point in the show. The show ends at 9:30. We do this thing called Ashes and Glasses. Ray, you ready to roll the clip?
We still got 5 minutes before that.
Yeah, I guess we do, don't we?
Y'all a trip.
You know what? Because last week we started Ashes and Glasses at 9:20, and we was doing Ashes and Glasses to almost 10 o'clock. I mean, they were coming with some toast that I couldn't believe, man.
So you know what, man? Yeah, because y'all gave us some great toast. We ain't got Mac in here with us this week, but y'all gave us some great toast. So how about this? Since we got time, we're gonna take a commercial break, and then we'll be back with Ashes and Glasses.
The Saint. The Signature. Order now at herfordolounge.com.
I'm proud of that one too.
Yeah, I was about to clap my hands for it, but your boy over here, Felicia, just let him in the house. He kind of threw me off a little bit. It started raining out here. He out there laying in the grass now. Now I want to leave him out here all night because he's gonna be wet, smelling like a dog. Hey, before we go on to Ashes and Glasses, I wanna say something. So Ray, we don't talk about your cigars a lot on the lounge, man. So you do got 2 lounge owners on here, man. Before we go to Ashes and Glasses, could you talk about the Saint and the Signature and kind of your journey? Because it's our show, we can stay on as long as we want. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because you got 2 seasoned aficionados on here for sure that might want to hear about that. I can't help myself. I had to. You mind?
Yeah. I don't mind.
I'm just checking. I want to check your temperature.
Signature is my first. my first offering to the cigar. It's bright, my light's too bright. There we go. There we go. That's the logo for the signature. It's my first offering. It's a Maduro wrapper, but it's a medium bodied smoke. Um, all of the tobacco is Nicaraguan. They're Nicaraguan pures. But it's a medium bodied smoke. It for me it pairs well with anything I've drunken, drank with it. It pairs well with anything that I've drank with it. I've had people who've never smoked cigars before smoke that one. I mean, I coached them through cutting and lighting and all of that and how to smoke it, and they've enjoyed that. Um, so for me, it's a great medium body smoke. Now the Saint, that's the box for the Saint. It's a Maduro triple Ligeros. It's now the thing about the Saint is it's got crazy transitions to it, right?
Crazy
So the
transitions.
transitions, it's not split into thirds, it's not split into fourths, it's maybe split into eighths or ninths. The
Dang.
transitions,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the transitions gonna flip throughout the entire cigar, and then when you get to the end, it's a it's a different. It's the same cigar, same flavor profiles, but each one becomes more prominent at a different point in the cigar.
Right.
And it was designed that way. The signature is my first offering. The reason it's called the signature is because it was originally supposed to be released under someone else's line as my signature cigar. Uh, he decided, hey man, that's yours. I don't want nothing from it. So I kept the name out of respect. And it's my cigar. The Saint is named after my dog who passed. He was a black lab. He had a crazy personality, which is why there's such crazy transitions in it. Uh, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a few to taste.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make
Same
sure you
here.
send them. You can send them to me, or you can message them and get
I'm gonna be
their
there in November.
addresses. Why we wait so long, bro? That's like 60 days, bro. Like we need to get that in their hands now.
I will.
You
I
know,
will.
because it's both are great cigars, and the journey uh to making those, creating those blends that you went through was something that was really well thought out. I think over 2 years, 2 years for the signature for sure, and then another year and a half on the Saint. And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to bring that up. You play your commercials, man, but we never, like, we talk about the humidors and everybody knows about what I do, but we don't always get an opportunity to discuss and highlight what you're doing. And so you got two seasoned vets on here, definitely that need to get those. So send them to me or send them to them, but send them now so we can get them to them.
I'll definitely get them sent. I'll definitely get them sent.
All
Yeah,
right.
Win is a
All right.
vet. I'm still a rookie in here.
Yeah,
What?
whatever. You
What?
called yourself a tobacconist. You ain't a rookie no more.
He is a
Uh,
tobacconist for real, dude. What was that cigar you gave me the other day? Banda,
Bandolero.
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 hold on,
Bandolero.
hold
That's
on. I
good
got
smoke.
something new. I got something new. I want to try
That's
out.
good smoke.
Say you're a rookie. You're a rookie one more time.
Now you got me nervous. Now you got me
Don't
like
be
I'm a
scared.
rookie. I'm. You know what? Fuck it.
Nobody cares. You're not a rookie.
Childish. You childish.
Childish, man. Oh,
Childish.
Oh man.
all right,
All
Ray.
right, man. Let's
Childish.
get this ashes and glasses. I am. So this is ashes and glasses. This is the way that we like to end the show. Everyone on screen has to give a toast. Lauren, you popped in at the perfect time. You still got to give a toast. Ha ha. So if you got a toast, put it in the comments. We'll read them out. The first toast we already got. Oh man, how can I
Charlotte
forget?
Cigar Week.
I done left this damn water.
Yeah, you left the water on. You can't do that.
Oh shoot. I'm first?
Yeah.
Oh, I just culture versus community.
There it is.
That's a good one.
We'll smoke to that one.
Yeah.
If you don't have a drink, you can just raise a cigar. You can raise your cigar.
Cigar toast.
We take them too. Well, for some reason I can't put it on the screen, but we got a toast from Charlotte Cigar Week. It says, "Here's to a long life and a happy one, a quick death and an easy one, a pretty girl and an honest one, a pour of bourbon and another one."
Hey,
Cheers.
yes.
Come on,
He
Mark.
always got such deep philosophical quotes.
Sometimes.
I think he looks that shit up. But go ahead. Who's next?
We're
Hey,
gonna let Marquise go next.
here's to the education for the neophytes that are coming in and making sure that we, as the elder statesmen of this thing we call tobacco and the enjoyment of cigars, prospers and the etiquette lives on.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm gonna tell y'all what my word
But
for
I ain't
this
no
week is
elder
gonna be
statesman.
neophytes.
I ain't no elder
Neophytes
statesman.
is gonna be my word.
You
I'm on
Hashtag
it.
be an
neophytes.
elder statesman.
You trying to say I'm the oldest person out here, dog?
Yes. So we got a
Well,
toast
yeah,
from
for sure.
Isanomics. It says, "To the lounge where true strength and success are shared. Here's to lifting each other up and winning together. May we all thrive."
Here, here.
Bryson, you next.
I don't have a deep philosophical one, but it's always my go-to. Never above you, never below you, but always by your side. Cheers.
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 First time guest, EB.
I
Come
was over
on,
here thinking,
Dorena.
like, woo. Here's to really understanding community is common unity. And if we cannot
Yes.
unify, if we cannot come together, then we're really not a part of a community. We're an individual. You're operating as an individualist, Alice, whatever you want to, the words you want to make up. But here's to adding value to community, to the common unity. Do your part, add your part so we can all rise.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Elder statesman of the lounge.
The eldest.
I'm gonna keep it real simple tonight. Here's to the word neophytes. First of all, we're gonna toast the neophytes. Hashtag neophytes. And I want to raise a toast to everybody that continues to support the lounge and be a part of it. You know, we do this. It's a labor of love for us, and we appreciate you. So I want to just toast to all of you guys that continue to support us. We love you and appreciate you. Here's to you.
Cheers. My toast
We got.
goes to, well, I ain't got nothing crazy. It ain't even a crazy toast. It's not even a crazy toast. My toast goes to dumb questions. Keep asking them and keep getting dumb answers.
All right, Ray. All right, Ray.
Ray, when you said that earlier, Lasting Memory said she spelled it out in all caps, Raymond.
Right?
So for those of y'all that don't know what that means, Lasting Memories was over here at my house last year after we had the Cigar Symphony. And
No, that's
Ray
not what
and
that was. It was after
was that cigar? It one of them events
the
we
sneaker
did.
ball for your
The
wife's
sneaker
birthday.
ball. Yeah, after the sneaker ball, everybody was over here, right? It was about 2 a.m. and Lasting Memories was sitting in the kitchen, leaned over on the
First of
table because she had been drinking them
First
damn
of all,
brambles.
them brambles was flowing.
Them brambles was flowing
She had
over here. She had 1.5 bramble, and she wasn't worth a quarter. And so my Keisha Watson, that would be Ray's missus. My Keisha Watson says, I wonder what Raymond is doing out there. And she said, who is Raymond? And then she just fell for it on the table. And so we all laughed about that. She in the comments talking about don't start, but I'm gonna start. Because you know, she usually be so sweet, but them brambles got on her. She was like, who is Raymond? And she said it phonetically. She like put the accent on the D at
every
the
letter.
end and everything.
Every
Every letter,
letter.
Raymond. and so that's where that came from. But I have to. I can give another total. I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife for making, first of all, great brambles, and for
Right.
just being, because Edwina's been a victim of the bramble too.
My
And
wife was a victim of the
Man.
bramble. She went to
yeah,
bed at
your wife
6:30.
went to sleep on us one time. She went to sleep about 7 o'clock. We didn't see her no more till like 2 o'clock the next afternoon.
She left
She
us out there outside.
she left us outside all night by ourselves, just disappeared on us. But I want to do a toast to my wife for being supportive and making great brambles. So here's to you, Felicia. Sooty Girl 73. Here's to you.
We got one more in the comments. It says, cheers to living your lives to the fullest. We can't be alive and dead at the same time.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Cheers.
That's Big Money Ashley coming with that one. That's a
Last
good one.
memory say it was 3, I think.
Was it? No, you thought it was 3. You
thought it
saw
was
3
3.
glasses on the table. She saw 3 glasses on the table in front of her. It was really one glass. It was really one glass. It was not 3. It was not 3. But whatever it was, it had you spelling out Raymond. Who is Raymond? That's been a we don't never let that go. Ever. Kia was over here last night, man, and we was watching the debate, and I think we said something like, I wonder what Raymond's doing. I say he's sitting here right now, he chilling. But hey, this is the lounge.
We got another
one.
We got another one.
Oh, High End's optional.
From High End Cigars Optional. Together we stand, divided we fall. Closer than pantyhose, 2 sizes small.
Cheers.
That is hilarious.
Ray, you know what that's from? You know what that's from, Ray?
I don't.
It's from Cooley High, I think.
That was in Cooley High?
That was in Cooley High. Remember it was Pop. No, Good Times. Good Times. It was JJ, Popo, and somebody else. The brothers with the big hats. And
them with some hats, boys.
They wore hats back then. So, hey, before we go, just want to say thank you guys for joining us on the lounge. We appreciate you. We do this for a temporary time every Wednesday now at 7:30 p.m. Central.
Unless y'all like it better on Wednesdays.
If y'all like it better on Wednesday, then we'll keep it on Wednesday. We changed it because my daughter has volleyball on Tuesday. So we do this, but we appreciate you guys. If you have topics that you want to share, inbox us. If you have Lauren's done it. You have a topic you want to bring to the table, hey, we'll feature you here. You come on, bring your topic, and we'll discuss it. It's not all about us. It's all about y'all. So, the lounge is where we smoke the cigar, we sip, and we fellowship together, having amazing conversations in community over cigars. So we appreciate you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.